Are public tech companies defining and disclosing ARR? Let's find out in today's edition of SaaS Metrics School. Welcome. So I'm in New York City prepping for the SaaS Metrics Summit tomorrow, the first ever. And I will share a slide that I'm covering tomorrow. So I did a ton of research on this. I wish ChatGPT could just analyze this all I tried, but really the data was so inconsistent that really it took just manual effort to get through this analysis. So are public tech companies defining ARR? So again, I analyzed 167 public tech companies, and here's what I found. So 105 did not define ARR. No mention of defining. This is kind of what we include in ARR. So 105 of the 167 did not define ARR. The next bucket, 44. So 44 companies disclosed how they define their subscription ARR. So these were mainly subscription-based companies. Now, some did exclude overages, some usage, but not too much. So I'm guessing these were pure subscription companies, and they defined what they include in ARR and how they calculate ARR. And that'll be another podcast where I'll talk about the common methods for calculating ARR. The next bucket, and this was 11. So 11 tech companies had a subscription plus variable revenue model, and variable revenue usage, processing, consumption, et cetera. So they disclosed two components of how they define ARR. So they had a subscription component and then a usage component, and how they're translating usage into ARR. Then there are about three where it's just too ambiguous, not classifiable. Now, some of these I try to be as objective as possible, but still there was some of my subjective analysis of what buckets these are falling into. Then three actually define ARR subscription plus managed services. Now, I don't think services should be part of ARR, but there are three there. And then out of the 167, only one defined how they define and calculate variable revenue. So pure play usage-based tech company and how they define variable revenue. So that was the result. Did a ton of research, and in future podcast blogs, I'm going to hold a webinar on this of how they're defining ARR and how they're actually calculating ARR. So again, 105 did not define, 44 defined pure subscription, 11 subscription plus variable, three were just too ambiguous, three subscription plus managed services, and then one pure play usage base where they define how they take their, say, consumption usage revenue and create an AR number from that. So stay tuned for future SaaS Metrics editions, because I'll be covering more from the research that I did for the SaaS Metrics Summit coming up tomorrow in New York.